The ancient echoes of tarot from Egypt to Ravenheim. The tarot, as most scholars agree, did not begin as a mystical tool, but as an Italian card game born in the 15th century, also known as tarocchi. Yet, whispering of older origins have always clung to the edge of its cards. Many mystics and esoterics, especially during the 18th and 19th centuries, believed tarot to be descendant of ancient Egyptian wisdom, possibly linked to the Book of Thoth, a legendary tome said to hold the secret of God's and soul's journey. From northern Italy, tarot decks began their migration across Europe as they spread. French occultists, notably Attilia and Eliphas Levi, transformed them into keys of mysticism, astrology, Kabbalah, and alchemical truth. It was during this era that cards like the Lovers, once a simple choice between vice and virtue, were layered with complex symbolism, love, temptation, and sacred union. The Fool, originally a chaotic jester excluded from the game's order, became the sacred zero, the soul beginning its journey through the major arcana. Likewise, the magician, once a street performer or sleight-of-hand trickster, was reimagined as the alchemist, the manifester of will. Decks evolved from the simplistic woodcut prints of the Marseille deck to the occult rich Rider-Waite-Smith deck in the early 1900s with, let's just put it in there, some subtle Christian symbols, and not to mention Masonic. The artwork grew more ornate, more psychological. Today, technology has unlocked doors the ancient could only dream of. We can design cards in cosmic forests under alien moons with forgotten gods and newly born archetypes. What I did was to restore the dual meaning like two lovers, one sacred, one profane. I also kept the one that was evolving into simplistic two lovers, as in a couple. I also reclaimed the jester and I named him -1. So I separated him from the Fool, which is a different archetype known also in Norwegian folklore as Espen Askeladden. I gave him his own domain of chaos, truth, laughter as a rebellion. The jester is not a benevolent character. At the same time, he is basically also known to many people as challenging our own ego. He's got many faces to him. I also added the Puppet Master, a dark reflection of the magical and emperor, revealing hidden power structures and manipulators behind the wheel. I fused art, myth, and modern spirit to make every card feel alive. My cards are not just symbolic, they are cinematic, emotional, deep, and I demanded beauty and brutality, light and shadow to coexist in ink and fire. This last deck here is inspired by post-apocalyptic, after the war, after the world has gone. It's inspired by Mad Max, it's inspired by science fiction, it's inspired by the future, and at the same time there is this touch of sword and sorcery behind it. We have the rebellion, we have the universe inspired by the Thoth deck. Everything here have a modern interpretation to it, not just that, but a dirty dystopian future mixed with elegant science fiction. Love, the moon and the blood moon and the jester, now known as Mali Ravenheim, Lore Tarot.